You're welcome once again. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to today's episode, the third episode on insight and knowledge sharing with the Queen. My name is Ayo. I remain Ayo. I'm a professional counselor and a transformational coach. My tribe called me the Queen of Premium Family Life Practice, and I tell people I'm an organized being, graced to solve complex problems with ease, such that every encounter with me takes you to a place of clarity, promoting your personal bliss. So today we are talking about self-care, a gift to yourself. Self-care, a gift to yourself. So 2 days ago, which happens to be Sunday, was the World Mental Health Day. And I decided to take a trip down memory lane, precisely early 2000. And I remembered like yesterday how the thought of driving into the Lagos Lagoon, for those of us who live in Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, came to mind. But I held myself back because I had our first two children in the car. Thank God that was it. I had so much going on in my life then. And for so many years, I battled self-doubt, impostor syndrome, second-guessing myself and my abilities. I was so overwhelmed. I could not make the simplest of decisions at times. I was self-critical. I was depressed, but could not speak up because I was afraid of stigma and all. I kept putting up the front, trying to patch things up for a very, very, very long time. Until I told myself, Ayo, it's either you seek help, you speak up, seek help, or you snap. And I chose to speak up. I chose to seek help. I had to sit with my therapist on several occasions, working on my mind, my beliefs, my thoughts, my words, my actions, with the tools he handed over to me. I chose to guard my heart, because I know everything that pertains to life and living comes from there. And I had to remind myself, whatever my thoughts are, that is who I am. And at the end of the day, I gifted myself, with self-care. And against all odds, I'm glad I did. So today, we are going to be looking at self-care. We are going to be looking at self-care today. And we'll need to just find out, what does it really mean? What does it really mean? So when we talk about self-care, we are referring to anything you do to improve your well-being and your happiness. So whatever improves your well-being, whatever improves your happiness, that is, and you do it, that is, engaging in self-care. So any task that helps you to take good care of yourself, it can be in relation with your emotions, with your relationship with people, with your physical health, with your mental health, whatever it is, that is you taking charge and saying, I want to take care of myself. It just simply means you treating yourself well, giving your body what it needs, your body what it needs. And some of us will sometimes mix up what self-care is. Self-care isn't doing things you think you should do. It is really focusing on what you desire to change in your life. What you desire to change in your life, what you have in mind to change. That is what self-care is all about. Not just doing things you think you should do. It's not just adopting a routine that will make you indulge in things that are not serving you. You need to have that at the back of your mind. So it's important that you find balance and not just indulge in anything just because you feel you deserve it. You need to be able to balance, keep balance in view. And why do you have to engage in self-care? It just shows you love yourself. It just shows you love yourself. If you love yourself, you will be able to love other people. If you love yourself, you will be able to, treat others well. But if you don't love yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to do that. You will be able to perform at your best. You are serving other people from your overflow. You're not you're not serving, excuse me, you're not serving from you're not serving, from your empty cup. You are actually serving from your overflow. So it helps you to be able to perform at your best. You are able to maintain your self-confidence, you're able to maintain your self-esteem, you're strengthened on the inside. So self-care is very, very important. These are part of the reasons why you need to engage in self-care. It helps you to be more aware of your physical needs. So when you have a meeting with yourself, when you decide to slow down, when you decide to listen to yourself, you find out that you are able to personally meet, the needs in your life, either physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever they need, you are able to meet because you've taken care. You've made up your mind to take care of yourself. It allows you also to be resilient. Self-care allows you to be resilient. You're able to recover quickly from difficult situations, difficult conditions. People who don't engage in self-care might find it difficult, to bounce back when anything happens to them. But for people who engage in self-care, they're able to bounce back. They're able to get back to, their normal life. It's, excuse me, it helps you to also, at the beginning of each day, feel well rested and energized. Feel well rested and energized. So when you take time to care for yourself, to give yourself what you know you need, you find out that with each passing day, you experience vibrancy, you experience, high energy to be able to do all you have to do. So, what are the ways you need to engage in taking care of yourself? What are the routines you need to put in place? What are the activities? What are the plans, that you need to have to ensure that you engage in self-care? And don't forget, your routine, your activity, your plan should be based on your need per time, and ensure that whatever activity, routine, or plan you have in place, you enjoy it, it relaxes you, and it also stimulates you. So it's important you have these things at the back of your mind. And also, whatever routine you engage in, ensure that you know what you want to improve. You are clear as regards what you want to improve. You are clear as regards why you want to improve it. The why question is very important in anything we're doing. There's a saying that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So you need to know why. Why do I need to improve this particular part of my life? Why do I have to? And you also need to have your no list. What's that? What are those things that you're doing that are draining you? What are those things that you're doing that are not bringing out, the best in you? You need to work on that and come up with a list and begin to take them off. Begin to take them off. Make sure that you're putting your energy in the things that are pushing you towards the purpose for which you have been created, towards purpose. Very, very important. And then make sure you start gradually. Do not unnecessarily overwhelm yourself. Do not overwhelm yourself. So let's look at those things you can do. Those routines, those activities, those plans you can put in your life as you work towards taking care of yourself. The first thing that came to mind, and I'm going to share with you today, is forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive others quickly. Forgive yourself. Forgive other people quickly. the people in your life, the people around you, forgive them. And even you yourself, I find out that quite a number of people find it difficult to forgive themselves. When you forgive yourself, you are intentionally giving yourself what you need. And whenever you make a mistake, whenever you find yourself, doing what you're not supposed to do, always remind yourself that you are not your mistakes. Very important. You are not your mistakes. Whatever mistakes you've made before, remind yourself you are not your mistakes. Do not let anybody call you names. Another thing you need to remember. Do not let anybody call you names, and do not call yourselves name either. Do not call yourself. If you've made a mistake, take learning from it and move. Remind yourself, I'm not my mistakes. Do not let anybody call you names, and do not call yourself a name either. Always allow the narrative that you are putting out there. Promote your peace, and empower you. Whatever narrative is not giving you peace, whatever narrative is not empowering you, do away with it. You don't need the guilt trip at all. You don't need the guilt trip. And always remind yourself that my mistakes or your mistakes are experiences that have revealed you to you. They are just feeding you back. They are experiences that are revealing you to you. So don't let your mistakes hold you down. Don't let your mistakes, keep you in the rut. They are experiences, taking you to the school of the reality of other people so that you can know, oh, this works. Oh, this does not work. Oh, I shouldn't get myself engaged in this. I need to get myself engaged in the particular thing. And then lastly, when it comes to forgiving yourself, embrace your journey. It's your journey. You cannot say it never happened. It happened. But embrace it. Pick the positive lessons from it. Pick the positive lessons from it. And as you do that, you are opening yourself up to growth and development. You're opening yourself to growth and development. So, like I said, first thing, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Another thing, practice gratitude. Be grateful at all times, in all situations. Be grateful. Let gratitude be paramount, in your heart. Show gratitude. Show gratitude. Show gratitude. Let it be. When you wake up in the morning, part of the things I do as a person, when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself the queen is awake. The queen is awake, ready to be a blessing to our world, ready to be a blessing to our generation. I tell myself daily, the queen is awake, So those are the things. Just wake up with gratitude, such that even when life throws you curveballs, you are able to still withstand because you've ensured that the vibe the energy you're bringing out is positive. Then another thing, journal. Take time to write down those things you're grateful for, those things that are happening in your life. Very important to journal. Then another thing is for you to engage in meditation. You can get guided meditation. It's online. Just relax, be in tune with yourself, take it easy with yourself, focus on your breath, taking deep breath. By the time you do that, you find out that you're relaxed, your head clears. You have a clear head and you are able to focus on the things you need to do at hand. Relax. Sit out in the evenings, watch the sunset, sit out at night, relish the stars and the moon. There are days you'll notice the moon is out, there are days it's the stars that are out. Whatever it is, just ensure that you enjoy nature. You enjoy nature. Another good thing, that shows that another thing that you can add to your routine, another activity is exercise. You can exercise at home, you can exercise at the gym, whatever works for you. Hold it and run with it. If it's soothing bath that you deserve or you desire, you need at that point in time, do that. Try something new, painting, cooking a new recipe, sewing, whatever it is, engage in it. Go on a walk, go on hikes to connect with nature. Wherever you find yourself, just go out. go out, read a book in a quiet place, listen to music. These are the things you can do. These are the things, these are the routines, activities that you can engage in to show yourself that you care, to show yourself that you love yourself, to show yourself, that you are interested in your well being. And as we wrap up this week's episode on insight and knowledge sharing with the Queen, I would like to say that always remember to be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle in all those things. Be gentle. And remember that you're doing the best you can at this point in time. And celebrate, learn to celebrate every milestone. Learn to celebrate every new stage you find yourself. Learn to celebrate. Learn to celebrate. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. You are not your mistakes. Whatever might have happened before, let it go and see each day as an opportunity, to be your best, to be at your best, to be your best and to be at your best. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining on Instagram. Thank you. I believe, you've been able to take one or two things from today's episode. And next week, we'll continue on our discourse. Can love be enough? Be the only thing, that can carry us through our marriage relationships. We've had the first episode, we had the second episode, and next week we will continue. We decided to do this today because Sunday was World Mental Health Day, and we felt it was important we just say something to it and encourage each and every one of us to take care of ourselves, take care of our minds, take care of our mental health, because everything starts from there. If we get it right in our mind, if we get it right, in that space, you can be sure that every other thing will take shape. But if we miss it in that space, every other thing begins to spiral down. So thank you so much for joining, and we'll meet again, same time, same place, next week, Tuesday. Do have an amazing week ahead. God bless.